Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. This video is asking the questions, do we have a gambling problem in Veve right now? It's quite an amazing question, everybody. Is Veve a gambling app? All right. And we'll get into it in just a second. But if you want to follow the channel, that'd be great. You can hit subscribe. You can also like the video if you like this video. That would be awesome. And also join the channel as a member. That would be awesome. It's $1 a month. You get a free Drophead NFT and you get to get into the community. We have a Discord server. It's super fun. And then also follow me on Instagram and Twitter because I will follow you back there. We could talk about this video and other videos and all sorts of stuff there too. That's super fun. But let's get into it, everybody. Does Veve have a gambling problem? And I think we do, everybody. I really do. Watching the last bunch of drops, I think it's pretty clear that people are literally gambling with their gems, trying to go after the secret rares and the ultra rares, trying to get those, and if they don't get them, what they're doing is they're just dumping the commons, the uncommons, and even the rares for under retail. Now, this is a major situation that's going on. I did a big rant video about this kind of thing, a couple weeks ago, and it had to do with the Doctor Strange drop. And this isn't a rant video like that at all. This is different. I'm actually not bothered by this particular thing that happened today. So just, today's May 15th. This was the day we got Thor, and this is a great drop, everybody. I love this collectible. So cool, this NFT, the animated versions. Thor is a great popular character, one of the original Avengers. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? Anyway, we got the drop today and, people knew what was going to happen, right? We could predict it coming. The artwork wasn't astoundingly amazing to some people, so we kind of knew what was going to happen. We knew that people were going to go for this one, and if they didn't get the common or the, or if they didn't get the secret rare or the ultra rare, a lot of people were going to dump that common or the uncommon for under retail. So people were really kind of apprehensive about going for the drop. And that's the situation that bothers me about this. That's what's going on in the app with the gambling, right? So when people know this is going to happen, they don't go for the drop, and then it doesn't sell out. And then you get all these kind of questions from from everybody, the users on Twitter and social media and all that stuff. Oh, is the app dying? And oh, why isn't it selling out? I mean, oh God, there's hardly anybody using this app anymore, and all that kind of stuff comes out. But that's not what's going on, everybody. There are tons of people using this app still. Definitely really healthy. What's happening, all right, and this is very simple. I just wanted to explain it because I've had this conversation with a lot of people. What is happening is that, like I said, people are literally gambling, all right? They're doing a blind box, like pulling basically like throwing the dice, they're pulling the slot machine thing, right? It's, Viva Las Veve, right? That's what we got right here. It's Las Veve, maybe not Las Vegas, but we got people literally just trying to get that secret rare, going for the thrill of it, trying to get that emotion, that dopamine, when you get that secret rare, you're over the moon. And, if you don't get it, some of these people don't get it, these are the collectors, these are people trying to flip and everything. If they don't get it, then they're just really upset, disappointed. You can see it online. They go out there, they get all complain about it and say all sorts of mean things about Veve and all that, and then dump the commons and stuff. Not everybody, but this is what some people are doing, right? And so then the collectors, are going after the stuff in the aftermarket. And this is what I wanted to talk with you about what you can do about this situation to really profit from it. And this is not financial advice. This is just as a collector, but for you to take advantage of the situation, because we had a whole sorts of different things have been going on this year in 2022 with Veve. We've had all sorts of interesting kind of moments in time. We had the bot situation that lasted a long time. And as people figured that out, we started to figure out ways to take advantage of that. Now, this is a completely new situation because the bots are pretty much gone at the moment from Veve. So what we're just getting here is we're just getting this real flip attack, and it's driving the retail price down of all of these collectibles really drastically, okay? And it's like a secret rare or nothing, right? And so what can you do to take advantage of that? Well, I think what a lot of people are doing, and we're seeing it today because it didn't sell out, is that people are being very patient now, and this is very smart. And this is what I would recommend. If you don't want to go for the drop, and try to get one of those secret rares, like gambling or not. For me, just as I'll step back just a sec. I went for the drop today for sure. I was trying to get the secret rare, but I'm not doing the gambling thing where I'm just dumping everything else. Whatever I get, I'll try to hold on to for sure. But anyway, so like I still went for it because I like to go for the drops at good prices if it's a really great collectible like Thor was today. And I'll do that for the future, and I'll do that for stuff, in the past I've done it. And but if it's stuff that I don't think that I really want to go after that much, and I really think only the secret rare or whatever is going to be valuable, I probably will just wait. And this is what I was going to say. This is how you get ahead, is you just be patient. You don't have to go in there right away. You can wait until the market opens, and you can get a lot of these amazing collectibles for like way under retail, it looks like, because people are just going to dump it. They're just going to throw gems away, and you can just, there's nothing that people can do about it. We just have to like accept the situation and just roll with it and see how you can take advantage of it, right? And so, like I said, it's a problem, right? Like what it's doing is it's like driving the price down of some of these great collectibles, and it's kind of making people like unsure about what's happening. I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter today about like, is the app dying? Like no one's buying it, and no one's buying it. Nobody wants to buy Thor. Thor sucks. No, that's not what's happening. People want it, and people want the secret rare bad, and so they're willing to like literally go after it multiple times and just dump the rest. And people are getting really smart, okay? We've seen this happen now, and people aren't just going to go after the drop blindly now. People are like, who aren't gambling, people are just going to wait. And that's why it didn't sell out right away until all of that stuff gets through, till we get through all the people who are just, rolling the dice, taking a chance, taking a shot, and hey, no judgment call. They can go do whatever they want. This is everybody, it's your own gems and everything, right? But this is what's happening, right? So like you see the behavior actually is quite an interesting trait. And what you actually see too is you see a lot of this kind of stuff happening in mobile gaming. So like step back a sec. We have a blind box format in this app, right, that actually promotes this kind of behavior because you don't know what you're going to get. So you pay a certain amount of money, it's like you're betting, and then you see this blind box pop up, and then you don't know which one you're going to get, and your odds are you're not going to get the main one. Like just the odds are against you. So 99% of the time, anyone who's doing this strategy is going to lose, and that's why you're seeing all the stuff drop under retail, right? Because they just don't care about the collectible, right? A lot of the people who are doing this, right? And so it's like a gambling mechanic, and you see this a lot in mobile gaming, like video games. Like I've played a lot of mobile games, and they literally are built with the same mechanics and structures and stuff like that they have in Vegas with the slot machines and the gaming there. It's all part of the same sort of mentality to get you to put your money in and everything, right? So you actually have to be aware of that this is kind of a mentality. And I'm not saying that's what Veve's trying to do, but the blind box format actually does bring that kind of behavior out. And we're seeing it unfold before our eyes in the last bunch of months here. We're seeing this sort of happen, right? It happened before, but I think people were assigning more value to the lower end part of the collectibles. Now it seems to be only secret rare or ultra rare or bust on the collectibles. It's quite astounding, right? So what you can do, like I said, is be patient. You can like take your time. You don't have to go after every single drop. They will sell out eventually. It might take an hour. It might take a bit longer. It might be like 10, 20 minutes. And you can just like wait if you don't want to try for it. Maybe you go for one. What my strategy is pretty much to go for the drop. And whatever I get. And then afterwards, I go after the one I want in the marketplace if I don't get the one I want. I don't have to go like do 10 times to get the secret rare. I can just wait and then use my gems because I don't like to mess around with my gems. I don't like to gamble them away. I don't like to take chances. I like to make sure that I'm spending them right and I know what I'm doing, And if you get one, amazing, right? And you see it on social media. As soon as one person gets one, you see them post about it, and it's really exciting and really great. And you see a lot of collectors getting it too. But then also you see the flip side, right? And what you see is the gamblers getting really upset that they didn't get the secret rare or the ultra rare. And then they go on social media and they just slam and FUD about Veve, right? And about, the prices of this one suck. It's because they didn't get what they wanted and now they're upset about it. So this kind of thing, you have to just rise above that because Veve is way long term, everybody. That's the way I think about it. Anyway, I want to know what you think about this situation. Do we have a gambling ad? Is it Viva lost Veve? I mean, I know it's not poker or anything like that. There's no skill involved here, everybody. It's all luck. And you know what? I don't usually base my gains and losses on luck. I usually like to use strategy. So what strategy are you going to use? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're doing this kind of thing, if you're like just full on gambling, or if you're actually just like taking your time, picking the ones you want, making good decisions. That's what I would recommend. I'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting and good luck.